rush somewhere in fucking Africa, it doesn't matter because it will take so long to arrive. It's still gonna be fine because your normal build is so strong because you haven't scouted earlier.
Yeah, but I do agree with you, man. I'm just saying that 9 pylon thing is a bit easier for lower leaguers to do than the other one.
True.
So both of them are alternative, and you just need to do one or the other.
Really?
Like if you don't scout at 9, you scout at 12, but you don't look around your base, that's when you have a serious problem. You can do the 9 pylon scout, and that's fine. You can get information from that and be sort of in time. You'll be a bit in trouble, I should say, but you can do it. I've done the math on that one. You can sort of do it. But if you don't do either, then you're fucked. Then you're outright fucked. And that should be something you should be looking into in your build order.
So we'll be starting the game.
Awesome. And that is not a PC.
Currently up 1-0.
In Zeus' favor. Looking good, looking good.
So you can introduce the players this time if you want to.
Yep, we'll do.
I'll let you do it for this time.
Oh, I get the honors. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I feel like I've worked my entire life for this moment.
I'll let you work a lot more.
Oh, am I gonna be a bitch now?
You didn't read the small letters, did you?
Oh, fuck, what have I signed? Alright, in the top left corner, in the pink trunks, we have Zeus5's Arbiter. And in the bottom right corner, I almost got that wrong, we have Heralds of Apocalypse, Najee. I believe we've seen Najee before in another Clanwar, actually.
I have no
It feels
idea.
familiar. It feels familiar to me. Maybe
We have played these guys before though, but
yeah, we definitely have.
I've personally seen it.
Yeah, Zeus and Heralds have had a lot of good clan wars. It's been fun. Hope you guys are up for a lot more in the future.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a lot more because we will definitely
good
be
fun.
there to cast it.
Yeah, it's good fun. As a player, as a caster, as anything, I'm up for it. Let's do it.
And I personally
alright.
love to see PvZ, so...
Yeah, it's a great matchup. In fact, let's have some guesses on the board. What do you think the Protoss is going to do?
It's already a gateway expand, so...
Yep, we know that much. We know that much. Unless he just blows our minds and go right down and builds the Nexus.
Yeah, unless he like starts trying now like 3 gateways now, it's gonna be really weird, but nothing really...
That is a strange position on that gateway. Or what do you think?
Yeah, well I guess right now Protoss are like, no, he's gonna 6-pull me, come on, and they're just, let's put the gateway in a funny position and who cares.
Yeah, that is true, and let's not beat the dead horse by getting this argument out there again, but I feel like this is not as good as it could be. Just put the gateway so it
totally
blocks.
fine to do this in the Clanwar on custom games, but to do this on ladder is a bit more questionable.
Yeah, good point, good
Because
point.
the amount of 6-pull or mostly 10 pulls is actually the most dangerous. Is much higher there than here.
Indeed. Did you catch Arbiter catching those minerals in the middle of the mineral line? Cheeky bastard.
The drone is so happy, man.
I got money, guys! It's okay, I'll return home!
Bring it home!
I'm a pirate of the 5 seas. This one. Alright, so yes, it is a gateway expansion. Arbiter getting that 15 hash, I think.
He's already getting
Very
gas.
happy about that. Yeah, this is actually something I taught him. You go 15 hatch, 16 gas, 16 pool. And it just gives you quick speed, and honestly you're fine. It's not like you're gonna need the circlings that quickly.
Well, it's probably, I guess it's quite good against his gateway expand.
Yeah,
He scouted it and then basically went for the gas, so...
Yeah, it's basically the way I like to go about it if I'm against Hellions or a gateway expand.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that quick speed, it gives you all that map control you could want.
Yeah. Yeah, map control is really important because it's the annoying proxy pylons that can fuck you up really.
Exactly.
It's not so necessary that it's a bunch of zealots that fucks you up, it's the pylon being there that you didn't notice.
Yeah, dude, it's not the first round of units, it's the first round plus the second round that really fucks you up. If you can deny pylons, then no Protoss push is gonna be very strong.
It's quite funny, by sometimes, because you're warping in 2 times, you delay it by 30 seconds, and then the Zerg is like, so I guess no gateway push coming, and then they make like 10 drones, and there's still 6 zealots coming in.
Yeah, indeed. Map control, especially as a Zerg that is a race that has to choose between workers and units, map control is just so super important, which is why they get the floating supplies.
Like, the game is very well thought out in this regard, I gotta say. But that's Blizzard for you. Alright, so this is the other variant of the gateway expand that I was talking about, where you get 3 gateways at the front, you have one in the main, and you can put on a 4 gate, basically, after expanding.
Yeah.
And we will see if Arbiter is going to be ready for this. He's just scouted it.
Well, he should be getting some spine soon, I think.
Yeah, that is very good versus this. Another option for him is to go for upgrades, basically getting plus armor for the Lings so they don't die to Zealots by one shot.
I guess it's a bit late for that.
That's your shot. Slightly. He does take a second gas, he go back into gas. He can make it just about in time. It is slightly late, as you say, but he could do it. We'll have to wait and see what he wants to do. Putting down creep and unnatural, that's a good option. The third is underway, but this push is moving up.
Roads around, the sun is just going down, so he won't be having those for a while.
That is a problem indeed. There's going to be a lot of Zealots from this, but he scouts it. Does he put down a Roach Warren, and does he want to hold it with circlings? Let's see, he took out of gas in the main on one geyser. Oh, that probe. He cannot get to build the pylon.
It won't.
On the third. No, okay, good. He sees it in time and it didn't put down one wide array. Oh, but all the Zealots are going for the main. And there's not enough Lings here to deal with it at all. We see no more in production. He needs to kite and build roaches.
Queen is dead.
The roaches are coming. He needs to pull the workers, get the Lings over, pick off the pylon, and wait for the roaches.
Losing a lot of workers there.
Yeah, indeed. He is in trouble.
He can't do anything right now.
No, there's too many Zealots to try to respond with Lings. There's no way he can build enough Lings.
Well,
but the roaches are coming.
He should have destroyed the pylon already, since he wasn't engaging.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, here are the roaches. They're the DPS, but he does not have a critical amount yet. He can't kite with this number. He needs another 5 or so.
Oh, I should turn off the music so I can hear that.
Okay, so he is kiting with 5 roaches and the natural. Meanwhile,
this is not enough. You can see that he's gonna get.
Indeed, but he is able to go into chokes at the moment. Ah, but he's mismicroing. He mismicroed slightly. He is getting
so hard to micro a lesser amount of roaches against Zealots.
Yeah, and I feel like he's in panic mode right now. He knows he's taking damage. He knows he's behind.
Look in the protospace. There's 2 Stargates going down now.
Oh, that is a genius response. Very well played there. Very good idea. The third does fall. The third falls to the Zealots.
If he ever clears this up, there's gonna be probably Void Rays up already.
I feel like Arby's best shot at the moment is to just go all in. Flood with Lings, flood with Roaches, try to kill the other guy.
Yeah.
And the Void Rays are gonna be a big hindrance to this, but they are not on the way as of quite yet. There they go into production, yeah.
But
they will be out by the time he hits the front, but it won't be more than 2. And if that's all he has...
They don't really kill Lings, so yeah, I guess this can do, well, there's some new Zealots, but this can do quite a lot of damage, I think.
Yeah, indeed. The Void Rays, what they do is they put a timer on this push. Like, the Void Rays will eventually kill everything. It's only a question of how long it takes.
Yeah.
So Arby has to kill the other guy by the time that timer is done. And let's see if he can do it. He's pushing the front now. The Zealots are in trouble. The mothership does come down. It's almost at 100 energy.
Does he have... well, it's almost got an overcharge here.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, he's going for the pylon.
There's the Void Rays.
Alright, here they come.
Zealots
needs to realize what's going on. Does he go home?
He's backing off.
Yes, he decides to go home. Let's see, he does not have a third. I feel like this is the wrong move.
Yeah, and Scott is so far behind.
He puts down a spire. He does not have enough workers to support this. So I'm wondering what he's thinking. He does not have a gas bank or anything.
That's interesting. He knows he's against the Stargate, so... In normal circumstances, you would be playing Hydras against that.
Yeah, indeed, but there's no way he has the economy to really support anything except more drones or Hydra.
No, he's got 28 workers right now, and he really needs more.
He puts guys and gas on the natural. He clearly wants to go Muta here. Yeah, I think that is his plan. He wants to try to get a decent enough Muta count that he can just kill all the Void Rays and then kill everything else.
He just doesn't have any gas right now to make Mutas at all, so...
Yeah, I agree.
They are good against Void Rays, but when there's still more Void Rays than Mutas, they still just rape them.
Indeed, and I don't feel he can get enough Mutas. He does have 400 gas in the moment.
Spires, he's gonna have like 5 Mutas at most, which is just not gonna do anything here.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. We have Whoa, 6 Void Rays out already and 2 more
yeah.
coming.
Chronobus, very good unit, man.
Chronobus good unit, yes, yes indeed, man. Well, I feel like this was very nicely played by Nachi, and I believe Abi
Yeah,
is
it's
going
so
to die
strong.
right here. He does have spores, so he could pull back. But he doesn't have a queen, so there's no transfuse. Yeah, these Void Rays will kill him on his own. It's not looking good for Abi at all. He could get the mutas out, of course.
Yeah, but I suppose Protoss will
Oh, but he's
focus
supply
fire.
blocked. The overlords are coming up
Oh.
right now, so it's not going to be for too long. But he is slightly supply blocked. He's got 4 more mutas in production. He can build another 4.
Really.
Oh. Okay, it's going to be 8 Void Rays versus about 8 mutas. That's not going to be enough. Abi is in trouble.
And he
Saying
asked
why.
himself why. Why the skill raise?
Nothing is at stake. Oh, come on, Abi.
What's
It's all
with
good
that?
fun.
Don't BM.
Slightly frustrated there, but well played.
Yeah, well,
by
I can
Chris.
understand he's frustrated, but I guess it's clearly because he really doesn't really know what to do against the gateway expand.
Yeah, it is difficult. I keep trying to do it against him in the hopes that he'll find a response for it. But
So
it's
I
definitely
really
something
think
to
that
maybe Nache listened to the stream and heard my advice. Oh, damn. That's not good. Maybe I should be talking like that about our players.
no, such thing doesn't matter because as long as he's in game and doesn't actually listen to the stream, it's gonna be totally fine.
Excuse me. No, but I mean, for the last game.
Yeah.
The last game I talked about how when I play Abi, I go to 1 gate expand, and that's usually what he dies to. And I even talked about how it was the 4 gate expand, and then he does exactly that the next game. He could have been watching the stream and heard me. You follow me?
Yeah, well, as it's a fun Clanwar, so I don't
Yeah,
really.
yeah. It's not like that's not allowed. It's just a thought I had, and hey, it doesn't have to be true at all. It's indeed just a friendly clan war. Anything's allowed, guys. Players might get frustrated if you cheese, but by all means cheese if that's what you want.
Yeah, indeed.
No rules.
Nobody tells you cannot cheese if it's for fun.
Indeed, indeed. In fact, I just four-gated my sparring partner in a TVP earlier
As
today.
long as you manner yourself, if your cheese fails.
Indeed, indeed. The fact of the matter is that cheese is basically just a label that people put on these builds that they hate. Like, you hate something? Call it a cheese. You'll feel better.
That's because I guess people hate cheese a lot too.
Indeed, indeed. Like the 4-gate, that's called the cheese. But in reality, it's just a timing attack. People
But
call it
this-
cheese because they don't like it.
This 4-gate is definitely not a cheese because it's.
No, it's a gateway expand, indeed.
Yeah.
What people tend to call cheeses, like, to be fair, to go to the other end of the argument, what people tend to call cheeses is if it's an all-in, plus it's gimmicky. But they've called plenty of things cheeses that aren't either of those.
Yeah. I get plenty of games where I'm like, do this 2-base 4-gate first, do a lot of damage, and then basically you go into an immortal push while getting your third behind it.
Yeah,
And then Zerg is like, oh, you're doing just all-ins, and then I say, well, I
I
got
expected
a third behind this, and they're like, oh, really?
With me, they've usually laughed by that point. Like, when I go on my Smurf, and I play random on my Smurf, I get race BM whenever I get Terran, whenever I get Zerg, whenever I get Protoss. They race BM me. They say, fuck your race, stupid race, you adjust your race, it's not you, etc. And I try to tell them I'm playing random, and they must realize this, but they still race BM. It's ridiculous. People will just BM whenever they get frustrated. That's the reality of it. There's not actually a reason for it.
Yeah.
At least that's my impression.
I only really get frustrated against other people's in PvP.
That PvP, it's an enemy of yours, huh?
Yeah.
And it's just...
No, I just hate DTs really. It's like, why do you have to do this build? Why?
DTs are fun, man. Come on. Come on.
It's-
Isn't this a play unit? Come on, it hits so hard. It's so fragile.
I
It costs
mostly
a lot. It's invisible and it hits hard.
if it hits earlier, it's fine because then my Oracle isn't all the way in the opponent's base yet.
Oh, you get those games where you send the Oracle out, but then
Yeah.
the DTs hit you when your Oracle's in, like, in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
That's what gets you, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that. I've had that. Oh, damn.
Bells here, okay.
Belgium's the next map? Alright.
Yeah.
I will BRB real quick again.
Okay. Let's see. Sure.